one loss as we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Down. 60 outlaw.
Right there. 56. Check.
Go. Get it.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack.
Keep it up.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Hey, check.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
The Colts take over first.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on,
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Switch. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check.
Greystone, travel.
Back.
Zoom.
Undercrush.
Let's go. Let's do.
Off play action. Gruber. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10. A couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. On 1st down, Mack. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd down, Gruber. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And they're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
They begin the drive with Hill. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's how we do, D. That's how we
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. Back to throw. Going up top. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'd open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Come on,
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll start on the ground with Mack. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 10. They set up the screen to Hill. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Gruber. And going deep for Hill. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
That's how the defense score points.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They start the drive on the ground with Hill. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Give me the ball every time, fellas.
A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. Point after up and good. 13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. A run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack.
I got you, boy.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first. From the gun on 3rd down. Gruber. He completes this one to Mack. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
50, plant. 56, pull it high. Check 9, check. Hey.
On first down, Gruber.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup misses some time.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I got you, punk.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Got an open man, it's Washington. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
12 more yards there and another first down.
56 orange. Mike's 56. I got 132 fight.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Let's put that team on the box.
Hey, 58 is a Mike. Going 58's the Mike.
2nd and 6.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And he's got it. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Yeah, baby.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And His kick here is good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting...
Now a hit and a loose football. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. The Colts on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Gruber looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
Hey, let's go.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and that trims the lead down to 9. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. This quarterback now has hit on 7 of 17 passes, just 41%, but it's 1st and 10. He's going to look. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. DJ Moore, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos push further out in front. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Come on, fellas.
1st and 10 at their own
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Go.
Baby, I got you.
Operating from the gun. Gruber dumps this one off to Mack. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This quarterback now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely, 8 yards on the carry. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Hey, Haywood.
Second and 2. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up first and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Gruber, they complete it to Hill. That one goes for 36 yards.
A gain of 36 yards. That's good.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Here's Mack. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Bravo.
Looking to throw on second down. Gruber, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. Again, they run with Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Second and 14. Going for the deep ball. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the 3rd down conversion. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Hill. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, no takes to start you out a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Come to my world.
Dancing to his left.
Come to my world.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
X3. 218, get it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Mack. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Let's go one more.
Brings up 2nd.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away, now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
All day, yo. Recon, 132 fighter, dude.
Staying on the ground with Mack. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate, as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Looking to throw. Gruber. He's going to fire one deep over. And now here is another interception. Read it well, and it's picked. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Boys, 56. Check 56.
They'll set up to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
But it brings up 4th down.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16 on 3rd down, a run by Mack. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams. They put it all together. And I got to tell you, I'm beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, come on, O. Ready.
On 3rd down, it's Hill. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Boy, he covered a lot of ground, 82 yards on the punt return. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18.
32. Colts 14. Will Lutz set to kick off.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
It's a gain of 34. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Rush in, Charlie. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Rolling to his right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone. Let's go. Check.
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Let's go. Come on, run.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He is going to find Hill here. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset.
Go.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front put it.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Tyreek Hill with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. The busy night continues for Hill. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And the Colts pick it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Every time.
Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
On second down, it's Mack.
You got tight.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. On 3rd and 2, Gruber. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
At the 44-yard line.
Ready up. 57's Mike.
Let's get the ball.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. They want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they can pick up the fumble or get the interception, and we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Broncos, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.